For most of us, we think of little pictures on the walls of church when we hear the Stations of the Cross. We know that the stations are about the last few hours of Christ before he died, and we remember that it happened 2,000 years ago. But unfortunately, that's where many of us leave it. We don't believe or even understand how the Stations of the Cross are real to us in our regular, everyday lives. Each of the stations reveal to us that many of the struggles that Christ faced are still so very similar to the same struggles that we all still go through today. I invite you now to experience the stations like never before. The first station, Jesus is condemned to die.
So this is how I die. I am going to be sentenced like a criminal. I don't understand why everyone is so angry with me. Where are all the people who I have helped and even healed? Everyone here seems to have so much hatred for me. They even want to have me killed. I know I could stop these men if I want to, but who would make up for the sins? I love them so much.
Jesus, I am often fearful of things that I know will cause me pain, even when they're things that I know I must do. I'm sure that at times you were scared and did not want to go through with it. But you did. You had the courage to embrace your death, because through it you knew you would gain eternal life for all of us. Give me the same courage that you had, so I can embrace the trials and the hard times in my life, because through them, I know I will find new life.
Now I will tell you what I've done for you. 50,000 tears I've cried, screaming, deceiving, and bleeding for you, and you still won't hear me.
The second station, Jesus accepts his cross.
Father, this chunk of tree has been given for me to carry, and it is too much for my own strength to bear. So please, give me the strength to carry this heavy cross. I know this is just the beginning of a tough and lonely walk, so please walk it with me.
What are some of the crosses in my life? Do I ask God to help me with my struggles? Or do I just complain about my problems to Him? Jesus, you are the best role model anybody could ever have. Help me to pick up my cross and carry it like you carried your cross. Because I know, Lord, that nothing's going to happen, that you and I cannot handle together.
The third station. Jesus falls the first time.
I don't know how I'm going to make it all the way there. My body hurts so badly from all of their beatings, and yet still, they are beating me more. How many times have I walked along here? I don't remember the stones being so painful, or the distance so long. My human strength seems to be almost all gone, and there is still so much more to go. Let me get up. Let me get up. Please, Father, help me get up.
What do I do when I fall? Do I ask for strength to get up? Or am I too busy trying to find someone to blame? Lord, when I fall, give me the encouragement to get up. I know that if I get up, I might fall back down again. But let me get up anyways. Let me look at the times when I fall as stepping stones in my journey, rather than stumbling blocks.
Don't stop here. I lost my place. I'm close behind. Fall down sometimes. Even the wrong words seem to rhyme. Out of the doubt that fills your mind, you finally find you and I collide.
The fourth station. Jesus meets his mother.
Mother. Oh, Mother. I am so sorry you have to see me like this. As much as this hurts me, I know it hurts you more. All you have done is love me. Your love has been incredible. Please, don't cry. I've got to do this. Remember, I make all things new.
It's often harder to watch those we love experience pain than it is to bear our own. I often forget about the pain that I can bring to others who love me. Jesus, it must have been awful to look into your mother's eyes at such a terrible time. Although loving someone so deeply can also be quite painful. Help me not to be afraid to love, because to fear love is to fear life.
Scream, I
The fifth station. Simon helps Jesus carry his cross.
I don't know who you are, friend, but thanks for helping me. I really need it right now. Every part of my body is throbbing in pain from all of their beatings, and I can no longer bear the cross that has been given to me. Your name is Simon? Simon, thank you. I could not do this without your help.
Jesus, you accepted help when things were tough. How willing am I to let others help me? Do I see needing help as a sign of weakness? I cannot go through life alone. I have to let other people help me along the way, even from people who I don't know very well. Let me be strong in my weakness by trusting the hand that reaches out to me.
Too tired to make it. Need my breath so I can walk. If I need some other love, then you give me more than I can stand. When my smile gets old and faded, wait around, I'll smile again. Shouldn't be so complicated. Just hold me and then or just hold me again. Can you help me? I'm bent. I'm so scared that I'll never get put back together. Keep breaking me in, and this is how we will end. With you and me, beyond.
The sixth station. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus.
I can't believe you are willing to take such a risk for me. Don't you see how crazy everyone is getting around here? You are likely to be punished for showing that you care for me, and yet you reach anyways. Thank you, Veronica, for taking such a risk to help me.
Taking a risk to see the face of God? Wow! How willing am I to be Veronica for those who are struggling? Jesus, help me to be willing to take the risk of helping someone who needs it. When I see someone struggling, give me the courage to help them in any way I can, especially when I am reluctant and do not want to help. Because I know, God, for what I do to the least of your people, I do to you.
What if I told you it was all meant to be? Would you believe me? Would you believe? It's almost that feeling we met before. So tell me that you don't think I'm crazy when I tell you love has come here and now. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this.
The seventh station. Jesus falls the second time.
I hurt so badly. This is really killing me. I can barely do this, even with help. I'm so tired. I am worn out, and there is still such a long way to go.
How many times have I struggled and fallen, time after time, even when others were helping me? What am I struggling with that wears me out, hurts me, and makes me want to give up? Jesus, sometimes the struggles in my life are overwhelming, and all my efforts seem to fail. I had hoped that following you would make my path easier, but I can see now that it was not easy for you either. Jesus, when I get tired or disgusted and I fall, please catch me and remind me that you climbed back on your feet and kept going.
Unwind. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time.
The 8th station. Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem.
Do not weep for me, but rather for those who reject me. You women know so much with your hearts and have shown me so much love. Don't let your love die. Love one another. Take care of each other as you have taken care of me.
When things are tough, sometimes all I think about is myself. I can be irritated by everyone around me, and I just want to scream. But even in your pain, you put aside your feelings and gave your love to others. Help me to do the same. When things are rough, it is so easy for me to feel sorry for myself. Help me to not so much seek to be consoled, but to console.
What hurts the most was being so close and having so much to say and watching you walk away and never knowing what could have been and not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do.
The 9th station. Jesus falls the 3rd time.
This is it. I am completely drained of all my strength. Father, please help me get up. Father, please. I can't give up now. I am so far. I just need to go a little further. Father, I am not going to just lie here and die. I am not going to let it end here. Lift me up, Father. I will finish this. There is still more for me to do.
Jesus, there are things in my life that cause me to fall again and again. And sometimes I don't even want to get up anymore. The burdens that I carry have become too much for me. Please, Lord, when I get to these points, be my strength. Help me up on my feet so I can keep going. Jesus, when I am down to my last breath, please, be with me.
Please come now, I think I'm falling, holding on to what I think is safe. It seems I found the road to nowhere, and I'm trying to escape. I yelled back when I heard thunder, but I'm down to one last breath. And with it, let me say, hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Please come now, I think I'm falling, holding on to all I think is safe.
The 10th station. Jesus is stripped.
They have beaten my body, and now they humiliate me in front of everyone. As they are pulling my clothes off, my wounds are being ripped open. They have taken everything from me that protects me and keeps me warm. They have even taken away my friend that helped me get here. All I have now is myself.
Embarrassment added to the pain. How do I react when others disrespect me? How many times have I been abused? Handling tough times is hard enough, but to have someone disrespect me on top of it, that's just too much. Lord, even when they stripped you of your dignity, they couldn't take away the one thing that kept you going. Your love for us.
To be left down in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you, but you don't know what it's like. To be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around. Welcome to my life.
The 11th station. Jesus is nailed to the cross.
My executioners stretch my arms. They hold my hand and wrist against the wood and press the nail until it stabs my flesh. Then, with one heavy hammer smash, they drive the nail all the way through. Forgive them, Father. They are only doing what others have told them to do. Now, they have taken my other arm. And now, my feet, and the agony explodes again. And again. For every hit. Forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Forgive them? How could you say that? They've just sent 3 nails through both your hands and both of your feet. Lord, am I forgiving of those who hurt me? Or what about the hurt I caused to others? Jesus, I'm amazed on how you always forgive people, no matter how much they injure you. Is my soul worth all of this pain that you went through? Help me to be a living example of your forgiving love by learning the willingness to forgive those who hurt me.
Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Such a heart, such a soul. When you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your eyes, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's no way unless you're there all the time, all the way. Yeah. To your heart, baby. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I would fight for you, I'd lie for you, walk the wire for you. Yeah, I'd die for you. You know it's true.
The 12th station. Jesus dies on the cross.
I'm thirsty. I can no longer breathe. I feel so alone. Why hast thou forsaken me? Father, into your hands I give you my spirit.
Sometimes there are periods in my life when I feel like God has abandoned me. And it's at these times when I'm at my ultimate low and feel so alone. Even you, Jesus, felt that same loneliness when you ask, "Why hast thou forsaken me?" But you stuck with it till the bitter end. You went through pain and suffering beyond anything I can imagine. And you never gave up. Thank you for giving your all for me, for all of us. When I am in pain and feel so alone, you will be my example, and you will help me make it through.
It's the perfect time of day. It's the last day of your life. Don't let it drift away while your heart is still racing. It's the perfect time of day. Close your eyes and take your last breath. Rest your head inside. And the end is the beginning, and every point between is some are lost, some are lost. Now you know it's the perfect time of day. It's the perfect time of day. Come on now, come on now, come on. It's the perfect time of day. Come on now, come on now, come on. It's the perfect time of day. Come on now. It's the perfect time of day. Come on. It's the perfect time.
The 13th station. Jesus is taken down from the cross.
Now, your limp, broken body is taken down from the cross and laid in your mother's arms. Her heart must have been broken. I can almost hear them sobbing as they hold you for the last time. How do I deal with deaths in my life? Do I finish grieving after these losses? Whether the death was when one of my family members left home, or if it was when someone I knew closely died. Sometimes I never get over these hardships in my life. Jesus, help me to grieve when these things occur. Let me learn to deal with these partings that come in an honest and healthy way. When I experience a death of something in my life, Help me to understand the sadness, the anger, and the disbelief that those who loved you must have felt when they held you that final time.
The 14th station. Jesus is laid in the tomb.
I could only imagine what it must have been like as they laid you in the tomb. I wonder what the disciples were thinking as they walked away from the tomb. Maybe there was silence. I bet there was crying. And probably arms around each other after they said goodbye and left you there. Think of the loneliness, the emptiness, and the hopelessness that was there. Jesus, even when I'm in the midst of pain and loss, let me never lose sight of hope. When it seems there's nothing else to hang on to, let me cling to the hope and knowledge that in everything I do, you will always be with me.
So sad, the tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide?
15th station. Jesus rises from the dead.
We are so attracted to the cross because we have lived through our own suffering and can relate to the hurt and pain of Jesus. It is so strange, though, because Jesus was only on the cross for 3 hours, but many of us have left him there for most of our lives. We know him so well on Friday, but then we lose him on Sunday. We stay Friday believers because we have not learned or chosen to move beyond our suffering, our fear, and our pain. We are puzzled by Jesus' Sunday invitation to rise, to live, to heal, and to enter into a new life. The good news is not that we've suffered and sinned. The good news is that we are forgiven, restored, and alive again. This time, follow Jesus all the way to Sunday, so we can realize that through Jesus' death, we have new life.
Far